Hi, thanks for joining me. So today I'm going to show you how I made invitations for my daughter's birthday party. She'll be 9 soon, and it was kind of last minute that we decided to have a party, and I didn't really want to go buy invitations, and why would I do that anyways when I can make my own for like next to nothing, especially because I already have stamps and ink and all this stuff, right? So you don't have to be an avid crafter or stamper to make invitations. What I'm going to show you for the invitation that I did was super simple, super fast, and did not take any creativity or really even any thinking. I just threw stuff together. So I have this stamp set. It's called Pattern Play. Obviously, it's by Stampin' Up. If you don't know, I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the United States. And I have only used it a few times, but I really like it and I've wanted to use it for more stuff. So I was like, hey, this might be kind of the perfect set to use. And actually, I used something else to go along with it. I'm just looking. Give me one moment. Sorry, I tried to have everything ready, but I totally forgot about this last item. Okay. So Pattern Play is my main stamp set that I used. I did also use this stamp set, which is Approaching Perfection. This is no longer available. This was a celebration item that was available in January and February. And typically when I do videos, I try not to use retired product, but I just kind of really wanted to use this candle image right here. So if you're interested and you like this set, I could always look for it for you and see if somebody is selling it new or used. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. My daughter's favorite color is pink. And I really wanted to use Magenta Madness, but I don't have Magenta Madness yet. I know, really, I need to get on the ball. So I decided to go with Blushing Bride. I cut a piece of cardstock, it's just to 5.5 by 4.25. And this is literally all I'm going to use other than another piece of paper that will go on the back. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. So here's my piece. So I'm going to go ahead and get my stamp out that I want to use first. The first stamp that I'm going to use is this one that, I don't know, kind of almost looks like arrows in a way. So I don't really know what it would be called, but it's kind of like a background stamp. And that's exactly what I'm going to use it for. I don't know if you can see I'm wearing my nice comfy robe. It is pretty chilly in my house, even though it's actually been a super warm day. I live in Maine and the weather's been pretty chilly, and today it was like 59, I think. So it was definitely warm, but for some reason I am pretty cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink this up in Blushing Bride. And then I'm just going to stamp it along the bottom. And it doesn't have to match up perfectly, but if you look down through it, it matches up pretty well. But even if it's not perfect, you're not really gonna notice it because of the way the pattern is, which I really like, because then I didn't have to like take extra time to be like, oh wait, is this matching up good? So I literally am just stamping it down. See, you can kind of see right here that it's a little bit close, but no one's gonna really notice that. So that's what I did first. So I took the that, and I just kind of did the bottom and top borders. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just showing you what I did. And I gotta clean this stamp real quick and move it back. The next stamp I used from this set was these solid hearts. So I got my solid hearts. Oh, I was looking for I have my blocks being used by other stamps. All right, got my solid hearts. And I'm going to use Highland Heather with my solid hearts. And I'm just going to stamp these hearts 3 in a row along the bottom here near the this other pattern, and then 3 in a row along the top near that pattern. You could do more or less, it's up to you. So my hearts are now complete, and the next stamp I'm going to use is, what did I do with it? Oh, is this candle one that I had mentioned that comes from the Celebration one. So it's not available currently. And I'm going to stamp this in Coastal Cabana. I'm gonna stamp this on the side, the right side, and then one on the left side. Oh, look at what I just did. That's okay. I'm not actually using this or anything. Let's see. My sand eraser may get rid of it, but unlikely because it looks pretty dark on very light paper. But we'll just try it. Kind of pilled the paper a little bit because I tend to push hard, but it's mostly gone. Again, this is not one that I'm using. If I was like going to use it, I would get a whole new sheet and just do it again, which would be simple enough because as you can see, I'm literally just stamp, 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 like just going along. So, all right, there's that one. And then in the center, I'm using this Cue the Confetti from the Pattern Play set in Stays On. And the reason why I'm using Stays On is because Stays On gives like a more crisp image than Memento. My Memento is perfectly fine to use, but I just think that the Stays On looks nicer. So now Stays On dries kind of quick, so you gotta kind of move a little fast, but I'm just going to go ahead and place that in the center here. And you see that that's nice and bold and crisp. That's what I want. Now, I actually just realized that on my original invites that I sent out, I used a little kind of confetti background in here, and I'm not gonna pull that confetti background out, so I'm gonna add something different to this. I think I'm going to use these cool little, it almost look like fireworks, I guess. So let's see. I'm just gonna stick these back in here while I'm at it. And we'll pull out these little firework looking pieces. And I'm gonna stamp these in Blushing Bride. And I'm just going to kind of fill in a little bit of the space around the confetti. Yeah, I actually like this. This works just fine. Like I said, you can use another stamp that has like a little confetti look to it, and I'll show you. This was one that I made mistakes on, but this is the confetti background, and I think that comes from the Happy Birthday Chick, or Hey Birthday Chick stamp set. But I didn't want to pull that out. So you can literally do whatever you want. You could do this whole thing with just this, but this is what I did. Super simple, super quick. And then on the back, I just printed out the information that was needed for the invite and glued it on, and then we put them in envelopes and sent them to her friends. I don't think you can get too much easier than that. And there was no writing involved. I gotta be honest, when I do invitations, I dread them because I dread all the writing. 5, 10, 15 invitations, or even more, depending on how many people you invite. I typically only let my kids have like 5 or 6 friends. But you are writing the same thing. RSVP, you're invited. Come to the party. And my hand kills me, and my penmanship gets worse and worse, and it's not good to begin with. So yeah, I just was like, what? I made her invites last year, decided, hey, let's make them again this year. And this year I simplified them. Last year they looked great, but they were kind of a lot of work. This, literally, I made, I think, 10 invites. Some of them were like mistakes, but total of like 10. And I believe it took me maybe 15 minutes. And that was kind of like me being like, what colors do I want to use? Which pattern do I want where? Etc., etc. So that is that. If you are interested in the Pattern Play stamp set or any other items, feel free to check out my online store that will be linked below. You could check out my blog that will also be linked below, and please like my video and even comment and let me know what you might do differently to make a quick, fast invite for one of your children or somebody you love, or just for yourself. All right, thanks for watching.